Hey there, it's Scott with Grading with Grace. This is a VTech modified combination corded and cordless phone. Their model number is SN5147. Wanted to unbox this for you today, show you how to set it up, and then show you why it's one of my top recommendations for seniors and the elderly and older adults who need an amplified phone system or one that's easier to see or one that's maybe a little simpler to use than some of the others. This is your corded landline phone portion with your handset. Base units. To set up the landline portion, this is handset cord that will plug into this right here. If you notice on the bottom, you've got a picture of a phone right there and a picture of your handset right there. So that helps you know which goes where. And then you can route this through that little place right there. Keep your phone level. And then, of course, this will go in right there and then replace your handset. Then your phone line cord also goes underneath. That will go right here. And you can route that through there and keep that out of the way. And then this end plugs into your phone jack. Now, with that basic setup there, this does work like a regular standard phone. Especially in the event of an emergency, you'll still have enough power to this phone to use it during an emergency. So it still works. But you've also got this power adapter that comes with it because it's got the answering machine built into it and the other cordless functions. This cord will power those functions. So that plugs in right here. And then you can route this through here. And then plug this into a wall outlet. So you get your power on right there. Then on the cordless piece of it, this is your cordless base, which has its own power adapter. So you'll need to make sure you have a place for two different power adapters. And then this is your cordless handset. So you'll slide off your cover, put in your batteries, your cover, then that has its own cradle. So for the phone base itself, you've got your normal programming numbers. You've got nice big bold print on them, contrasted against the white background. These are one touch dials. I recommend putting pictures of the person in here rather than writing names. You can always get those from social media in different places. You can print those off and cut those to fit. And there's a little plastic cover here you can take off. And call block when somebody calls in and it's a telemarketer or somebody that you don't want to talk to. You can hit the call block function that will automatically block it. If you're interested in call blocking features, also check out my video on the IP smart call blocking device. Then these are your answering machine controls. This is your play and stop. Slow will slow down a message so that you can hear it better. You can repeat the message and then delete the message. You can turn the answering machine
Prayers will not be answered.
on and off right here.
Prayers will be answered.
It gives you vocal confirmation to let you know that that's set up. Flash will switch back and forth between if you have a call waiting. Mute mutes the call. This is your speakerphone. So that lets you know so you can hear that. And then right here is your speaker volume. Then you've got your redial, your tone and pause. Pauses if you're programming in a number and you need to put in like an extension or something that you're programming, that'll do it. This antenna communicates, of course, with your cordless. You can either wall mount this phone or desktop. Right now we've got it on desktop. So if you want to wall mount it, you just remove this and just squeezes right there. And then that just flips down into that position. Reroute your cords accordingly, and then this will be ready to wall mount. So that's nice to have that built-in little bracket right there together with it. So then on the cordless unit itself, you've got 4 programmable memories here. It tells you right here if the answering machine is on or off, how much battery you've got left, your date and time programmed into there. Talk is here. So then if you notice the base lights up when somebody's on the cordless part, just to let you know that the phone's in use. Okay, so if you want to use a speaker, the handset does have its own speaker, which is nice for people who like to use speaker phones. So you press that button there, that turns on the speaker, and then your volume is right here at your thumb. Off will end the call. Hit the menu. And as you can see, that print is pretty good size, pretty easy to see. You can scroll through here to your different memory options and set those. A lot of those functions won't need to be used on a daily basis, which is nice. Only when you need to change settings and that kind of thing. Nice, easy to press buttons. And if you listen, you'll hear they say back to you the words.
6, 5, 5,
You get confirmation you're pressing the right numbers, and then you would hit
6, 5,
that would
5,
talk.
8.
And that confirms the number that it's dialing. You got a mute button there. And then there's also an audio assist button. If you need to boost the volume that's coming through the speaker, you can hold that down and that will boost that so you can hear that better. You're talking to somebody who's soft spoken. Your speakerphone's there. Equalizer function. This just helps clarify the sound. So you can makes it more bass or more treble. So you can experiment with that and see what helps you hear better. Then you get a confirmation light right there when the phone's charging. So let's see what it does when it gets an incoming call. All right, so we got the lights.
Call from V.
You get a vocal.
Call from V.
So you got the lights flashing.
Hello, please leave the message after the tone.
Then you can also hear when people are leaving the message. Plus, if you heard, it announces the caller ID of the person that's calling. So if the user's not right next to the phone, they can still hear who's calling or whether or not they want to answer the call, which is nice. So another thing that I really like about a system like this for seniors and the elderly especially is if this gets misplaced or lost, you still have full access to your phone functions here. Also, if the power goes out, you have your basic phone function you can still use here. So you can still dial 911 emergency or call your regular, normal, standard calling functions. So those are good features as well, just for keeping older adults safe. And the handset is a little heavy, got a nice curved contour to it, which makes it fit nice in the end too. So that's just a quick summary of some of the things that I like about this phone. It's easy to see. It's got features that make it easy to hear. And it's not super complicated. You probably don't want to use this with somebody that's in a more advanced stages of dementia. I've got some other videos and other products that I recommend for that. But for an older adult who's familiar with basic technology, a dual phone system like this offers a lot of advantages. So I hope this has helped. Thanks for watching.